Hello, hello. I think we're on. Here we go. It's Tuesday night. Can you believe it? Doesn't feel like a Tuesday to me. I'm not quite sure what day it feels like. I'm not sure. So this is going to be a live video chat show. We're going to do arts and crafts for adults because we use dangerous items like real sharp needles, scissors, and heat guns and hot glue guns. So it has to be for adults, and we're using X-Acto knives and things. So we have to protect our kids. So anyway, this is also a chat show, and um, I will be interacting with the chat room as we go on. So I'll be reading the chat and try to read it back to you on the replays. So if you're watching this at a later time and you want to zip through the boring parts to get to the fun parts, I invite you to do so. So let's see who's in the chat room. Vanessa's number one. Hi, Mina. Hi, girls. Gears. Howdy do, howdy do. How are you? See if I get my iPad to sit a little straighter, but that's all right, I guess. So, Joe fixed me a little bit of beverage. It's a cold coffee. He bought these. I'll have to get him to bring the jar in so we can show you what's in the jar. Tastes like chocolate milk. It really does. So hello, I'm going to work here while we get some people to come in. Hi, Heather. Yeah, everybody can hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Vanessa. There will be a bunch coming in a minute. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'm just going to piddle around here on my desk and see what I can get into while we're waiting. So everything's good here. Busy. Joe's been busy today. He's getting ready to go up to see his mother up in Louisville, Kentucky. And so he wanted to get all of his dots crossed and his T's dotted before he left. And he's been running around here like a chicken with his head cut off. Hi, Jude. Welcome back. We are doing a postcard swap for any of you all who have been listening to me for the past couple of streams. We've been talking about a postcard swap, and we've given out names and stuff. If you are interested in doing the postcard swap, I just need for you to tell me and let me know so I can find somebody to swap a postcard with you. It's just a postcard, and I have international and USA and Canada, and I do have people who watch me from Australia and New Zealand, and did have somebody in Cairo, but it's in the middle of the night over there, so they're kind of in bed. But so is England and the UK. It's time for them to be in bed and get ready to go to bed. And now we've got somebody in Norway now. So I'm tickled to death about all of the worldwide friends we have. Hi, Janet. Guess what I'm going to do tonight? I got me some Happy Meal from all the way from St. Ives. Did you go down here too? Did you go over here? I know this is like in the front. This is like in the front of all of the little bungalows. But did you go out over here too, Janet? I want to go over here and explore. Janet Nash is from the UK, and she's from outside of London, England. And and she went down to the most southern point of the UK, which is St. Ives, and it's a little point that's all beach and a nice vacation spot. Oh, we did every morning. Freddie and I explored and watched the sunrise. Oh, Janet. Do you have high tide and low tide and everything too? Uh, I'm sure you do. Everybody does, right? Does everybody have high tide and low tide? It seems to me up in Canada that they don't. I don't remember. Yes, it's tides. Okay, you have tides. Okay. Anyway, the other good news that I have, Janet sent me a postcard while she was on vacation. And of course, I didn't get it till after she comes back from vacation. But that's okay because we understand the traveling. and But anyway, since we're in the postcard swap, this is my postcard from you, Janet. I don't expect another one. Don't send me another postcard, but unless you want to, of course. But I found this book, and it was in my discarded books from the library, and it is an art book, but I'm really not interested in doing any of this art. It's probably educational and everything, but this is a great book that I thought that I could repurpose. And I'm cutting the pages, but I'm leaving the pages in right here. So whenever I get a postcard, I can glue it in right there and flip it over. And I might have to do it from the top. I'll have to pick which way I want to put it in there so that I can glue the top of this part of the postcard, which would work because you said impressions of Cornwall is still there. I could glue that there, or I could even glue it on this side of the page, and it would be fine, and I would still have my postcard. So this is going to be my postcard book. And then somebody sent, Allie Cousins sent me a postcard in some Happy Mail, and it is such a cute card. I thought I would put it in my postcard book. And it's just, it's called Lollipops by Molly Brett. And it's from the Media Society Ltd. London. Printed in England. So I thought this card was so cute, and I think it's worthy enough to put in my postcard book as well. So what I've done here, I'm cutting out some of these pages. So if I get a postcard, I can get this many postcards, in this booklet, and it's that's quite a lot of space in there, especially if I cut all these pages. So I just thought it was really good. This book opens up, and the back of the pages is glued down in the book so that the spiral can open up all the way, and there's lots of room. So anyway, that's what I'm into right now. It's going to be cute, and then I think we should decorate it. Of course, we should decorate it. And anyway, that's what I'm doing right now while everybody's filling up the room. And I mean, there are lots of books out there with how to, and I know that this book has a lot of examples and things, but I'm just not there at this point. So I'm just going to I have other books that are educational too, that I won't tear up. And so this is just what I've chosen to do with my recycled, repurposed book. And I got the book because of the spiral and the way it opened up. So I knew from the very beginning I was going to repurpose it. So anyway, this won't take long. I was doing it with an X-Acto knife. And I think I'm going to have Mr. Joe do a little bit of work on my X-Acto knife. It's a little bit gummed up with paint and glue and tape and stuff. So it needs some TLC. And you can clean up your knives and your scissors with a file, with a fingernail file, if you don't know that. You can also use aluminum foil uncut, and what it does is it cleans some of the goopy stuff off of the blade. And this has got a lot of goopy stuff. Oh yeah. So how's everybody doing? Let's see. I see Brittany. Let's see, Janet, Vanessa, Heather, Jude, and Brittany. Hi, Brittany. I think I got everybody. Well, there's 12 of you in here, so I know there's more in the balcony. And that is all so great that people want to come in and just sit in the balcony and relax. Nothing wrong with that. Melissa's here. Is Melissa here? Oh, I missed Melissa. Thank you. She missed my scroll. It went up. Okay. Hi, Melissa. Hi, honey. And Melissa was asking about postcards yesterday, and so I do want to go over my postcards that I'm making. You can use store-bought postcards like these. You can buy these postcards in any kind of bookstore. I know that my Walmart has a section in the front of the store for beach goers, and they have a slew of, New Smyrna Beach and things, which is where I'm close to. And they have a lot of postcards, but any kind of a bookstore would have postcards, usually in the front. And you can make your own postcards. So I wanted to show, I should use something to protect the postcards. Oh, shoot. Vanessa, I had everything all planned out. Well, I could use, I've got sleeves and things to put them in, but they won't fit in this book. I do have protectors, but they would have to go in a big book. And I just thought it would be cute to make a little homemade flippy book. That's all. I know what you're saying, but you put me in the spot. Uh-oh, Janet's got to plug her phone in. Hi, Janice. So you don't think I should put them in here without some kind of protection? So I would need to glue some kind of a plastic sleeves and put these in a sleeve like a photo book. But the thing of it is, the photo book probably won't take this size of a card. It'll take this picture size, but they don't fit all picture size. And I do have in my possession. Now maybe I can work something out with you. Vanessa, don't you fret none. Don't you go nowhere. Maybe this will be a good idea. I have in my possession, these are all my ACT cards that I've been getting in the past few months. I've getting cards every now and then, and they're from all of you all. There's a whole bunch of them here. There's 2 pages worth. And these go in another 3-ring binder that I have. Okay? So I have a book for those. And here's some more of those. They're 9-pocket baseball card holders. And they fit the ACT cards. Okay. I also have in my possession these. And these are postcards. These are postcard holders. And they go in. I have another book with postcards that I've received in the past. But I don't receive a lot of postcards because I've never had a postcard swap before. And these go in here like this. So this is probably what you're probably thinking would be a better idea. And I'm thinking, what if, I don't know what would fit in this book. I'll have to get another book. What if I had a book that opened this way, and then I could put these in, and this would be the part to be attached to the book if I want this size. And I would cut this off right at the bottom of the protected part of the seam, and right at the top of this one that opens. And then that way I would have two, and I can find a book that will open up this way. Would that be a better idea, Vanessa? You like that idea? So now I have to find a book that opens this way. Well, what if it's not too late? I can put pages. I can still put pages in here. Like instead of cutting these off this way, how about if I cut these off this way? And then I can attach my postcards in here like this on a page, and they would turn this way. That would work. And then all the openings would be to the edge here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I got two to start with. Woohoo! We got us a new idea. So I am going to cut these, but I'm not going to cut the glue part. So here's where this one goes, and I could put two in here, two in a package if I wanted to, except I wouldn't be able to read the back of it unless I take them out, but that's okay. So this would be one, and it would be attached to this paper, and I still have enough papers left. I still have enough papers left to do this with. I haven't finished cutting this book up. So I would cut it this way, and I could even glue two of these together if I think it needs more strength. Well, let's see. And then I have, these are just regular sheet protectors. I don't think I need that one, but this one. Alrighty. So I do have some more of these postcard holders. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this book in a different manner. Hi, Angie. Hi, everybody coming in. Hello, hello. Okay, Heather's going to be good. All right. Angie's had a busy day. So I'm going to cut these papers about like that. And then I guess I could tear this part out. And I probably will glue. I could glue two of these together because they're going so they don't be so weak. That might be a good idea, and I can tear this out. But I want to cut it down to the next level. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So it's going to be like this. Very nice. We're just experimenting. So I'm just working on my postcard book, and if anybody is interested in the postcard swap, you just need to say, "Hey, Bev," say something to me, and I can take care of that. So we got some Happy Mail. And so there's a good start, and I will go ahead and try to glue to glue two of these together for strength. So, and then I can staple. I've got a nice stapler over here somewhere in the midst of my desk. Come on. Here we go. Got a nice stapler. So I'm just going to make four pages, one to a page. All right, there's three. And we'll do one more for today. And then I'll move on to our happy mail. We just got so much to do. We only have so much time to do it in, so we can't just lollygag around on one project all day. Nope, we can't. So I'm going to put this one here. And it's going to be stapled in here. And I think it will be fine. I still might have to trim. It's too wide. So that's okay. We can do that without any problem. And then we can staple this. Like that. Oh, it was the last stapler. Can you believe that? It was the very last stapler. That was funny. Way to go, Beth. Choose the last stapler. Now, if I can find my staples, I'll have it made. I'd have it made in the shade with pink lemonade, stirred with pretty girl's legs. That's what my mom used to say. Okie dokie. I don't see the stapler box. It usually is right here. It could have been shifted to the back of the drawer. I'm telling you. Here it is. Found him. I got so much in this drawer now. I can't even get it closed. Nope. Can't even close it. Let's try this now. So, let's try. Get me some staplers out. There we go. I'm glad it was up on its side. That's how I found them. I could see the box. Okay, now let's try this again. Almost. Okay, so there's one. I have to trim. Here's two. Okay. There's two. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a try. If it'll lay flat, don't know. That's what we wanted to do, is to lay flat. So this is how it's going to look. Okay. And what I could do at the top is put washi tape to cover this, to cover that at the top. We can go over it with washi tape. Woohoo! We're always in a creative way here. So I'll get a bunch of these out and put a bunch of these in here. And one more for the day. Right here. So that's what that's going to look like. And they make this washi tape so thin anymore that you can't even find the end. Seriously. It's just so thin. You can't find the end. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm a picking. Is that it? There it is. I found it. Whew, that's pretty bad. So anyway, this could be cute at the top of each page. We can do that, and we can cover up this a little bit this side. It sort of makes it a little decorative there. Cover up the staples. The staples. And we'll have a little postcard book. So how's that? Brittany says her power just flipped. Ooh, hi Barbara Pop Pie. Hi sweetie. Yeah, I could. I can go back if I need more. If I need more pages, or if I need to double up, I can double them up. Right. That's a good idea, Vanessa. But I think I'll have enough paper in here. I've got, I'm gluing two of them together. So I've got from 129 to 224. So I've got 100 pages. I got room here for 50 cards, 50 more cards. So that's good if I glue 2 together, approximately 50 cards. I figured that all out in my head. Can you believe it? Hi, Janice. Hi, everybody coming in. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello, if I've missed your name. I'm not watching chat and playing around. We're gonna turn this book into a postcard book. And there I did. I put that tape down and did not stick it up. There we go. It's hard to find. So, yep. If I need to, I can put two pages in here. Won't be a problem at all. See, that covered up all the words on that one, and that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, this will work, because it's not like I'm going to be rough with it. I'll be gentle with it. Trimmed it all right. There we go. So, it's just a little something that I just made up. Made it up. So there, I'm going to put this down so I can get it next time. So anyway, this is the beginning of my postcard journal. And I won't be needing any of these. And I'll tear them out later, because they got all those little holes. And we're going to get to decorate the front of it and the back. It's a nice little book. It'll be a nice little book. It'll hold 50 postcards. You use the edge of your scissors to go around it, and it will catch. Oh, on the tape. Okay, Heather, that's a good idea. Okay. I was using my fingernail. You know, I thought my fingernail would find it, and it didn't. So, okay. Zena's in the house. Hi, Zena. Oh, she made a haunted house. Oh, we'll have to go check out Zena's haunted house. I'm almost ready for Halloween, but I'm just going to have to hold off till October. I've got a few more weeks to finish up some of my things. So I'm going to hold off. Okay, I'm going to open up my other Happy Mail, if I can find it. I have it here somewhere. Somewhere on the desk. I've got some more Happy Mail. Don't you know? Okay, so let me put the stapler back. Let me put that back out of the way. Try to keep my desk organized a little bit. And put this away so it's sharp. And I'll be using those. Here's some Happy Mail, and I got another one. Oh, I know where it is. It's in here, because I'm going to do a Happy Mail page. So these were gifted to me last week. So this is the next page. And I got some Happy Mail from Floyd in our group. I can't remember what Floyd's name was in the group. We had somebody in here that come in with the name of Floyd, and it was a girl, though. She's a girl. And she sent me some RAK stuff. Look at the Band-Aid. Oh, that's cute. And if she comes in, holler at me so I can thank her for her Happy Mail. So she sent me a Band-Aid, and she sent me some papers. I love this. I love this Chinese stuff. I don't know which one it is. It could be Chinese, Taiwan, Taiwanese. It could be Japan. It could be anything. And I love this. So I will use this as collage. So that's great. As a matter of fact, I might use it on my page right now. I'm going to be making a Happy Mail page, and I can glue some of this down to make it starting off on a page. So we'll see how that works. So we'll put that there, just random. Okay. There and there. And there. So that's the first part. See what else she sent me. She sent me a card. Isn't that pretty? I don't miss the snow. I miss the beauty, but I don't miss the snow. So she sent me some, looks like some panty papers or something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's on a sticker page. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I think it's a sticker. It is. Or it's glued to some paper. It's just glued to some paper. Okay, for stability. It's just regular paper. Okay. Okay. That's all right. So we're definitely going to put some of this down on in my book. We're going to put some of this down on here. Aw, thank you, Vicki. All right. So we'll put a little bit there. So I'm not kind of paying attention to chat. There it goes. Hi, Diane. Hi, everybody. I miss Sharon's in the house. Angie's in the house. Oh, clouds. You want to know how to do clouds. Okay, who wants to know how to do clouds? I can show you how to make clouds. Oh, Zena, okay. I can show you how to do clouds. They're not hard at all. Let me show you real quick. I love rabbit trails. I do. I love rabbit trails. The less you fiddle with them, the better you are. But you can do it with your brush, and you don't think about it. You just take your time with it. So let me get a piece of paper. Get this over here. I'm still opening up Happy Mail. I got that much. So right here, I'm going to show you how to make some clouds on this pink sky. This is a pink sky. So you take your paint and you dab it down. Now, you can make this thin or thick. Okay? I can show you several ways. So I got a couple of dots of paint, and you take any kind of a brush you got, any kind of brush. It could be a fan brush, it could be a other brush, something dropped, okay, and you just kind of go shoosh. There's a cloud, because they're not the same, all the time. So you kind of make your clouds, and you keep it bumpy. You leave it bumpy and then you might have a long ones in the back, in the back. You might have these long ones back in the distance, and you can paint this along the sky. Now the good thing about this is if you don't like some of that color, add in some sky blue, whatever you're using, over top of this, and you can do a blending type thing. And I like doing that too. I like to blend. So I'm going to use one little tiny, tiny, tiny dot of blue. Okay, the tiniest dot. And I'm just going to use my brush and go up here again and look at that skyline. Don't overdo it. And if you have a sun in the background, do your yellow first, let it dry, and then you can do over top of the sun, and you can let that sun peek out. Did that help you out, Zena? You don't have to use a fan brush. You can use any kind of brush. Zena says everyone is going into the corner. Oh my goodness. Hi, Willows. Welcome back. I'm glad you come back. Right. Yeah, you can use your makeup sponge. It's the same thing. If you dab your clouds, and you can see how bulky, lumpy my cloud is, and I let that dry like that, and it looks like 3D. Now, if you don't want that, then of course don't put it on that thick. And just practice on a piece of paper for a minute, and you'll get it. Clouds are so easy. Don't make a fuss over it. It was hilarious. But you can paint over top of acrylic paint. You could paint over the whole thing and start over. Okay. Oh, you're going to Titusville tonight, Aaron. Okay. I'm waving. I'm waving at my exit. Oh, be safe. Be safe, Aaron. Aaron doesn't live too far from me, and she drives up and down my interstate all the time. So where she works. Well, Zena, and have you heard? Here's another thing. Have you heard of texture paste yet? Expand paste. You can use this with texture paste as well. The white texture paste. You can do it with a palette knife. And if you've got the expand paste, shall I demonstrate the expand paste? It's new. Yeah. Oh, okay. You need fog. Oh, well, you definitely want some of this. Texture paste is great, but this you put the heat gain to it and it swells up like popcorn. Yeah. This was something that I splurged on myself for last week or last month, and I don't normally buy a lot of products, but because I'm trying to be frugal and use cheap things from dollar store and stuff. But this is definitely something that I do not regret buying. Uh, but I can show it to you. Okay. Yeah, face okay, send me a message. But I'm gonna, since I have this out and I'm bragging about it, I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what this expand paste does. And I can also demonstrate the texture paste. So I've got my palette knife here. I'm gonna get my long one. So I've got a palette knife here, okay? You can use a butter knife. It doesn't have to be a palette knife. But this is the almond color, almond white. And the almond is only almond in the jar, an almond color. When it's activated, it turns snow white. So here's what I'm going to do. And we'll take a little bit of this expanding paste, and I'm going to make some clouds. Just going to make some clouds across my paper, and I'm just going to, it smears out like butter. I'm kid you not. So here's some of my clouds, and you just till you're satisfied with it. And you can even add color to this. You can paint it. But this is the expand paste. And we'll put the lid back on. It'll last for a long time, forever. Oh, you got to take the kids home. Okay, Angie. Count the deer for us. She's our deer counter. So now I've got the expand. This is the expand paste, and I'm just going to dry it with my heat gun. You got to have a heat gun. It doesn't work with a hair dryer. Hi, Rebecca. Caught me in my expand paste. I'm doing some clouds. It's a demo. It's going to turn Snow White. Keep it moving so you don't burn anything. Because you can catch your paper on fire. Yes, you can. Look at these clouds. Ta-da! So how cool is that? So how cool, and it's already cooled off a little bit. It's warm, but it's like that styrofoam or something. It's very nice. So anyway, there is some examples. I'll be glad to help you out, and let me know, Zena. I'll be glad to help you out. You can add paint to this, and you can paint this on top of it. You can paint it, or you can add it into the paste before you heat it up and turn it whatever color you want. And they do sell it in other colors, but I recommend you get the almond and then you use the color you want it to be. And this could be hair on a page. I've used it for hair. I've used it on one of my paper dolls. I've used it for clouds, and you can use it for snow and waves. I've done it on waves. So anyway, I'm going to go back to my Happy Mail, and this was Happy Mail from our dear friend Floyd, and she sent me some tickets. Oh, she made a little. Oh, it's a paper clip. It's a hidden paper clip. I love it. Isn't that cute? So it's out of some tickets, and your paper clip is on there, and then she glued the front down. Isn't that cute? That's nice. And then she sent me a person. Oh, she's going to have to go on this page. I might need to put her over here. There's my glue. So you got me all excited working on that texture paste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's another little girl. So I'm going to put her in here. I could put them in my Power Woman book, but this is okay for now. She got me a whole bunch of them. Nice. Oh, this is going to go great. And she sent me some more tickets. And she sent me a little card, a little decorative card with collaged on it. Isn't that pretty? Kind of like a a little something, and some tickets, and another stick. It looks like a sticker. A couple of more things. Lots of little doodads. Little baby chicks. Oh, that is so cute. She's got all kind. Look at this little tiny band-aid. Isn't that the cutest? Oh, she sent me some sweetener, Echo Stick sweeteners. Oh, I'll have to try it. She sent me some a measuring tape, some more sweetener. Goodness gracious, all these little goodies in here. She made me an ATC card. Oh, isn't that cute? Happy Mail Beetle Chicks. All right, North Carolina. Way to go. Way to go. This will go into my ACT collection right over here. A tag, another tag, and another tag. Nice tags. I bet she's got a tag punch. These are so cute. A tag punch. I bet she's got a tag punch. And I do have a little tag book up here somewhere. So maybe I'll put these in the tag book. Yeah, that's what I'll do with those. I've got a little book so I can make, if I want to make a tag, I've got things already cut out. Die cuts. There's a bird. I'll save these. There's another bird. A butterfly. Oh, well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This is really, really nice. Really, really nice. There's some more people, some hearts. Very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to put her there. I'm going to put this over here. And these little hearts I'm going to glue down. And these tags are going to go into another book. So there's a heart. And there's a heart. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty. Let me find my tag book. If I can. I'm going to stick these right here till I find them. Okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Very nice Happy Mail. And I've got one more package of Happy Mail. So this will go in my ACT card holder, Beetle Chicks. Like that. That'll be it. And then this mail here kind of got tore up in the mail machine. So they stuck it in another envelope and mailed it to me. They did. And so this came from Kathleen. Is she in here? Hi, everybody. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm saying it now. A group hello. Kathleen sent me some Happy Mail. She sent me a piece of vellum. And she sent me a sticker. Pretty. And this envelope is pretty too. She decorated the envelope. So I can put this in here. Make another page. That's nice. She sent me a stamp. Oh, it's a Panama Canal stamp. I think that's in the down in the South America part. Like the Panama Canal. She sent me another little art card. Oh, dear Beth, sending you some love and fun. Hope you enjoy some of the stuff I am sending you. Love, Kathleen. I absolutely love this stuff. She's going to go right there. So as soon as I get done with this, I got something else going on. Yeah, Central America, Janice. Thank you. And I've got some friends that have just come home from a 3-month stay in Costa Rica. They stayed down there for 3 months doing missionary work. And they just recently come back home to the States. So that's cute. Butterfly. And she has fussy cut this out, and she did this by hand. She painted this by hand. Thank you, Kathleen. Oh, look at the little girl. That is so cute. Just an egg. And Floyd gave me some eggs too. Aren't they cute? Let's make some. Let's make some. Oh, I love them. They will go in my doll book. I'm going to leave them out. Maybe we'll make some tonight. I like those. Another stamp. I like stamps. For a long time, I collected used stamps. When I used to work in a doctor's office, I had access to the mail, and whenever we got any stamps, I got to keep them. And so I started collecting stamps a long time ago when I used to work in the office. So these are cute. I like them. A circle punch. You just never would think that you'd have so much fun with a circle punch. Wow. There's a crescent moon. Oh, we'll use it. I'll use it. Kathleen, thank you so much, sweetheart. Perfect. Just a little envelope of Happy Mail. That's all I need. Just a little bit. And she sent me this really, really cool ribbon. But I'm going to move it to right here for now. I guess I could put a little bit of it on the page. Do something like that, maybe. Put a little bit of this ribbon. Put a little bit of ribbon on there. And she sent me some pink tulle. Wow. That's pretty. So that's enough of that. Give it a little haircut. And I'll save the rest for another day. And I can save the tulle. I might be able to use this tonight. Ooh! And there's a piece of vellum. That is pretty paper. And these butterflies are just going to have to go over here. And I'm going to have to get a new Happy Mail book because this one is full. This book is full, I tell you. And I should save these to put on my Happy Mail page, or my work page tonight. So I'm going to save it. I've lost that, but that's okay. I'm going to save the rest of these, and I'm going to use them in my art project tonight. Perfect. Perfect in every single way. And this too. So let me put those there and wipe the glue off. So this is pretty. All right. And I will go ahead and write her name because I will forget. right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let me take a picture of this so I don't forget. The clouds look wonderful. So thank you, Floyd, and thank you, Kathleen. And I want to put a new hey, I want to do a picture of my postcard book in progress. So for those of you that just came in late, I had this book in my possession from the library. It was a discarded book, and I liked it because it had the spiral in it. So I'm cutting out the pages, and I'm leaving a strip at the top and adding a little folder, a clear page to it that will hold my postcards as my postcards start to come in. So this is going to be the new postcard book, and I do plan on decorating it and doing something really cute on the front. So that's going to be in progress. So, but this is the new postcard book. And so we'll put that away for now. We worked on it a little bit earlier in the stream. Now, the next thing I want to do a little art page. And so I have my I have a craft lunch ready to go over here is what I have. I'm going to have some help here. Okay. I also, if I have time tonight, I would love to start my Canada book. I've got a few things from Canada, and I printed me out some of the Mountie police, the Royal Mounties. It's the Royal Mounties, Canadian Mounties, Avalanche of Canada, and they do exist. They still exist. So I printed me out a couple to put in my Canada page. So these go in the Canada thing. But the first thing I've got here, I just got to get on my stool and get in here in my spot so I can work. So, but the first thing I want to work on is this page. And let's see if I can't get the camera all up in it. So, and I think I'm going to use these. So there's the whole page. Good. You can see it all. Okay. What I want to do is I've got some fabric and I want to make a picture, some kind of a picture with it. So I want to glue it down, something like that maybe. So I'm using tacky glue because it's fabric and it glues down better, a little bit faster than regular glue. But I just thought that I've just got some little snippets here of some fabric, and I don't know how good it's going to look or not, or even if it's going to look good at all. But I wanted to lay some pieces here because I can. Because we can do it. And so here's this. Something like that. Something like that. So I'm busy gluing, so you might need to talk among yourselves. Talk among yourselves. Have a good time. I'm just gluing some fabric down here. It's random. I'm doing it randomly. Yep. Let's see if I can get that to fit a little bit better. Fit it in there better. Glue those little tails down. So put that there. I might just give that a trim. And I don't know why, but I just wanted to use fabric to glue down a little bit. I don't know. I just wanted to glue some random material. I know it's not real neat. I'm a crafter. I am a crafter. I am not going to be neat. I'm going to be creative. Hi, Donna. Hi, Marty. Hi. Hi, everybody. I said hello to Melissa earlier and Angie. Okay. Did I get everybody? If I haven't said hi to you, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to do this little art page here. And I could put some of my Happy Mail in here as well. I sure can. And this is some netting. It's called Tulle. I think is it TOOL, Tulle? And it's used in your petticoats when you used to have petticoats. If you know what a petticoat is. Mm-hmm. And it was used for weddings and parties and Valentine's and all kinds of good fun uh, holidays. You can get it in every shade, every color. So anyway, I'm just going to lay this on top. You can't really see it, but it's there. So whoever sent it to me, it was either Floyd or Kathleen. So thank you very much. I just opened this. I think it was Kathleen. But anyway, what I wanted to say, I'm just using this little Happy Mail to help decorate my page. And these guys here, they're little circles. They're going in the book. They're going in the book. like that. Okay, now I'm caught up with that. And I've got something I want to read to you. And so hopefully, I hope it doesn't take me too long. It is one page, but hopefully it won't take me too long to read it for you. And this is and just to let you know, we do have girls and boys in my room. And I know a lot of times I talk about women, and I talk about how wonderful we are, power women we are, but we do have guys in our room. So not to exclude the gentlemen, and to make it fair, so they can't say that I'm always talking about, women's stories. This one is about men, about two men. So this is about men and not women. So, but you can also put the woe in front of the men. When I say men, you can put woman in there. Okay, it's for any one of us. It's there's really no gender involved in this little story. But I'm going to say it with the male gender because it's the way it's written. Now, it's called The Most Beautiful Heart. A young man was proud of his healthy and beautiful heart. One day, standing in the middle of town, he proclaimed that he had the most beautiful heart in the whole wide world. So, a large crowd gathered around him to have a look at his heart. His heart was smooth and shiny, and it looked very healthy. Indeed, the man had the most beautiful heart in the whole valley, and everyone agreed. The proud man felt so delighted and boasted about his perfectionist heart, which everyone admired. Suddenly, a voice from the crowd says, "Your heart is not as beautiful as mine." And the young man searched for the person behind the voice, and an old man appeared in front of him. "Show us your heart if you believe you have got a more beautiful heart than mine," said the young man. So the old man carefully showed his heart. The crowd and the young man looked at this old man's heart. The heart was beating strongly and healthy, but it was not smooth and shiny as the young man's heart. Instead, it had scars all over it. It had places where some pieces of the heart had been removed and other pieces were put in. The other pieces didn't fit perfectly, and there were several uneven edges. In some places, there were deep gouges where some of the pieces were missing. The crowd laughed at the old man's heart. How can he claim that he has the most beautiful heart when it is all scarred and uneven, they thought. The young man looked at the old man's heart and laughed. "You must be kidding. Compare your heart and mine. My heart looks perfect and smooth, and yours is a mess of scars and tears." "Yes, your heart looks perfect, but I would never trade your heart with mine," said the old man. "Every scar in my heart represents a person I've given my love. I tear a piece of my heart and I give it to them. Often my loved ones give me back a piece of their heart in a different way. Their pieces of heart may not perfectly fit my heart, so you can see some of the rough edges. These scars and rough edges remind me of the love we shared," he continued. "Sometimes I would give a piece of my heart, but the other person may not return a piece of his heart to me. These are the empty gouges. Although these gouges are painful, these remind me of the love I have for these people too." So you do now see what a true beauty I have now, said the old man. The young man in the crowd stood silently with tears running down their cheeks. The young man walked over to the old man and reached into his young, beautiful heart and ripped a piece out of it and offered it to the man with trembling hands. The old man gratefully received his offering and placed it in his heart, and then took a piece from his old heart and placed it in the young man's heart. The young man looked at his heart. It did not look shiny and smooth like it used to, but it was now more beautiful because he could feel the love from the old man's heart flowing into him. They embraced each other and they walked away side by side. Hi, Zia. I don't think it's sad. Nice to meet you. So, anyway, what I did here, in case anyone missed it, I made a heart out of the fabric, and I tore the fabric, and I made it ridges unevenly, and there might be even some gaping wounds. And as soon as I get this pen out of here that I'm wrestling with, I was going to outline my heart. So you have all of the strings. So it's a beautiful heart. It's a beautiful heart with its rough edges. It's a beautiful heart. Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, Mary. Mary, it's not a sad, it's a happy, loving heart. This is the way our heart is supposed to be. Okay, Mary, your phone is in the shop. Thank you, Heather. So so that is your devotion for today, and that's all I wanted to say. I hope that you can share your heart, okay, with some others. Ta-da! So now you see the heart in the fabric. Yes, yes. So I just got it off the internet. It's no big deal. Hi, Kathleen. I just opened up your Happy Mail. I used some of your tool. Thank you so much. And your little, I've got your butterflies and some of your little dots on here. This is sweet. This is really sweet. So I hope you all can sort of understand all of the beauty about it. So the next thing we're going to do, the next thing on my agenda, I'm going to glue this in here like that. I've done everything on my list. I think. I need to put the date on it. Let's see. Today is the 14th. So this goes to the 4th. Okay. 1, 4. Let's see if that works. I think it will. So, everybody doing okay? I found another dot. We won't waste it. Oh no, it's a piece of backing. Okay. Ta-da! That works. Okay, Vanessa's multitasking. Okay, Vanessa, I do it all the time. So I've got some leftover fabric over here. I'll get out of the way. So now I think I did the postcard book, started postcard book, did the hearts, and I did the happy mail. So now I get to do whatever you guys want to do. What do you want me to do? Can you all think of something? It's Tuesday. Good night, Janet. Kathleen made her postcards today. Oh, I was going to show Melissa how to make a postcard. Is Melissa still in the room? You're right. You're right, Mary. He won't know who you are, but we're going to tell him. Unless you want to keep it a secret. Colleen says, yes, please, Beth. What? What? Yes, please, Beth. What do you want to do? Make sure you hit your live button in case you're behind. No, Kathy, you're right on time. What would you like to do? What do you want to play? You want to do a game? You want me to do a magazine page, a postcard? Okay. Colleen wants me to make a postcard, and I was hunting for Melissa. Somebody message Melissa and tell her that I'm going to make a postcard for her to come look. And this was the happy mail from last week from somebody. This was on the back. Kathy already got her postcards mailed. Okay. Thank you, Heather. So, while we are waiting, till you all just tell me what you want to do. I've got some doodle cards here, and I haven't done this in a long time. But I put all of the doodles that uh, I did, all my sample doodles, and I made them into cards. So I got doodle cards. So what I'll do is I'm going to doodle around this page till you all tell me. I'm going to make and then I'm going to make a postcard for Melissa. I was hoping she would still be in here. She comes and goes. So just for fun, I'm just going to mark this all off and do a doodle page. And we're going to do random lines, columns, and rows. Ta-da! Just random. Okay. All right. Vanessa has a lot of work to do. I believe it. She's a busy girl. So this one is circles with lines, and they go every which way. This is a fun one. Okay, I did that one. Yeah, these are doodle cards. We used to play these all the time. And a year ago, we did a lot of them. So this one is wavy lines like that. And then there's wavy lines going this way. Something like that. And then you just make, then you just sort of make lines inside of the waves. And you go the direction of the curve of the lines, I think. That's what we're doing. It's kind of confusing, but it's really cool the way it's working out. So that's a doodle. That was crazy. Okay. Uh okay. So down here we're going to do this, and I'm going to make a box, and then I'm going to make an X in the box and an X in this box, and then I'm going to go down the middle, and then I'm going to color every other one. Okay. That reminds me of one of those warning signs, caution signs or something. Okay, here we go. This one is a whole row of points like this. And then down here is another point. Okay. And then here's another point. It's just Joe, dog alert. And then we do this way. like that. And then inside, we do little curves. And they're all going the same direction. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
What have you got?
Oh, just a book with the dog.
Oh, a book with a dog. Oh, we got to do something with this guy. Oh, isn't that cool?
He's a spaniel.
It's one of my It's one of my um, free magazines I got. I get free magazines from recycle.com. And if you go to recycle.com and participate in their surveys, you have to give them your phone, your mailing address, and you have to give them your email address. And I always use I have a crafting email address that I use for junk mail, so I don't get my real email address bogged down too much, although it gets pretty bogged down. But it helps. And I have a second email address, is what I'm saying, an older one. And anyway, if you do their little surveys, and it's all about the green earth, on how to recycle and how to prevent sending out stuff to the landfills, the garbage and stuff. And then you earn points for reading all of these things about the recycling thing. You earn your points, and then you turn your points in for magazines. And this is one that I just got. So, looky, there's a fish. This is a garden and gun magazine, and I thought it would. I didn't really know what it would be like, but I have catalogs with women in it, so I figured this would have a few men and women, because there are women who carry guns who like to hunt too. But there's lots of things in here, so lots of pictures and things, and that's why there's some women. So that's why I like the magazine, why I wanted the magazine. Look at the bees. They're earrings. So anyway, yeah. This is Tales from the Woodcock Woods, Brook Trout Streams, Goose Field, Tidal Creek, and Top Dog. Calvin, an English Cocker Spaniel, stands ready for a day afield. Right. I wonder what page he's on, if he's another page of him. Let's see. Oh, look, there's the back of the postcard. Wow. So let's look for the dog in the magazine. He's already left. Sorry, guys. Everybody say hi, Joe. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at this book. So I'm looking for the puppy dog. Looking for the puppy dog. I don't think there was an index. Sometimes they have an index and they tell you what page things are on. And I don't even see an index. You got to look through the whole book. Here's something. I'm looking for the cover. It don't have page numbers anyway. Never mind. I'll just look in the old-fashioned way. I'm hoping there'll be a picture of them. Looking for the puppy dog. Yee-haw! There's the rodeo. Alright, we had chicken tonight. I've already had chicken dinner. Okay. Well, I was hoping to find the dog, and I was going to make Melissa a, did she come in? I was going to make Melissa a postcard with it. I was. But I don't even see the puppy dog anywhere. Not the same one. Just thought for sure they'd have another picture of him. Everybody okay? My heavens. What do y'all want to do? Hey, there's 38 of y'all in here. What do you want me to do? I was going to make a postcard. There's one doggy. But it's not the same one. Hunting and fishing. Fishing and hunting. This is what I want to make for Melissa. I'll make this for Melissa. Melissa! Did she come in? Well, holler at me if she does. Okay. So I doodled around this page with my doodle cards. So that's that. Is she in here? There she is. Okay, Melissa, I'm going to make you a postcard. I'm going to show you how to make a postcard. Okay, so don't go nowhere. Here we go. I'm going to make Melissa a postcard. I have here some postcards that I've made already, but I've got some new ones here. So I've made these, and these are all watercolor paint, and I just did a random painting on these cards, and I also did some stamping. So now I just have to write the address and to who it's from, and it's ready to go. So on these two postcards, we're going to make those up right now. Turn the page. Oopsie. My Canada got stuck. So I'm just going to turn this page and put this up and put this over here. There. So this is going to go in my Canada file. If I get time, I'll do a Canada book. Start making a Canada book. And I've got some other things in here that Barbara has mailed me, and things I've collected, anything related to Canada. I've got them in here. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. So there's that. So anyway, I'm going to make a couple of postcards and see what I can do. You can use your watercolors. You can use your paint sets. Where's my other paint sets? I've got some paints here from the craft shop. So any kind of paint will work. If you want to do with paint, you don't have to. I might make 2 different kinds. It might be. I have no idea, Aaron. It's Edgewater. There's a new Smyrna Beach at 44, and then I'm on 44, and then I'm on 442 Edgewater. Aaron's riding down the road. So what I'll do is I'll do 2 examples. I'm going to make a one for watercolors, and I'm just going to randomly put some watercolor down. Well, if you want to come in, but I don't know, they won't let you bring a tractor trailer down my road. I just had my road paved, and I guarantee you they would throw a fit if a big old tractor trailer come down my road. They would throw a fit. I'd be in trouble. But I ought to meet you somewhere one time. If you do get off, there's a Marathon gas station there. I could meet you sometime. Let's see, what are the colors? So as you can see, I'm just randomly painting a postcard. So we can let that dry. Then on this other postcard, we might want to put we'll go put some glue on here. I'm down to the bottom of my glue. It's kind of lumpy down there, but that's okay. We can still get a little bit out. So here's another postcard that I have, and this is watercolor paper or cardstock paper. I recommend that you use something thick. And on this one, I'm just going to put this horse on this one. Yep, that's it. So I just folded that and folded that, and now I can cut my horse out. And I've got a horse on my postcard. So here's my postcard. And I really feel that this paper is not real thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to the back of my postcard to give it more thickness. It's not a very thick card, so I'm not happy with that. So if you have some either cardstock or a file folder, if you cut one of your file folders and it's thin and it's not real thick, then glue 2 of them together, because the only reason why is we don't want the post people to get your piece of paper lost. And if it's too thin, if it's too thin, they might not accept it. And if it's too thin, it might get jammed up in the machines. So the reason why I say a little bit thicker paper is better. So I've got that on that side, and I'm going to put this on this side and marry these two pieces of paper together. And I can use a credit card to squish it together a little bit. So here's my postcard. There's my postcard. So what I'm going to do is, this is the paper, the magazine. So what I can do here is put some washi tape on there. So like this. Put that on there. Rub it down real good. Trim it. So you want to make sure your tape, everything is on there really, really good. So here's Melissa's postcard. And so all I have left to do to this postcard is to draw a line halfway. And right here will be my stamp. And right here on this line will be to its, who is it going to go to? So you should have three lines right there for your address. And I have an ink pen. And I have an address book. So I look up who I want to mail this to and pick a nice dark color. And there's my postcard. And I'll say, hello, Melissa. I hope you are having fun with all your art. And I could put the date up here. Got the date. So here's the postcard. You write a little love note right there. And this is going to go to Melissa. And this is where I put my stamp. And this is the other side. Okay. You guys are throwing food. Food fight. Okay, be nice now. Be nice. Now, I don't care if you throw popcorn, but that's it. You all go to the balcony. So, hi, Sherry. Hi, everybody in the room. I just got finished making a postcard, and this was going to be to Melissa. And so that's how you do a postcard. Okay. And if there's any edges that need trimming, you can trim your postcard up to make it pretty. So there's a nice thick postcard. Nope, no envelope needed. It's a postcard. And then I happen to have Postcard Stamps. Now, because it's not an envelope, it doesn't require as much postage. And I do have some postcard stamps. And I'm looking for them. I passed them up. So you can put a regular stamp on there. A regular stamp is 58. Is it 58 cents for a regular postage? And it's almost like 40 cents for a postcard. And I've looked through it twice, and I still don't see them. But I know I have some. They got ducks on them. So I'm going to have to look through my book again for my postage stamps. But I do have some. I thought I did. But if you don't have any postage stamps, then a regular stamp will work. It just costs a little more, and no big deal if that's all you've got. If you don't want to go to the post office, and that'll be that. I'm going to pull all of these little bags out and separate them all. I've got too many little tucks in here. But this is what the postcard, here it is. Found them. This is a postcard stamp. And then this is a postcard stamp. These are forever ones, so these will work. But I do believe they're more than they're not as expensive as the regular mailing stamps. So hi Strata, hi Carol, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? I just showed the girls how to make a postcard, and I'm going to address this to Melissa, and I hope Melissa knows how to make a postcard now. And if you have to, if you want to, you can buy postcards. Bookstores carry postcards. Some Walmarts carry postcards. They have like a place at the front of their store, especially if you live next to a vacation spot like I do. They have postcards in my Walmart, but even I think the post office might even sell postcards. Okay, so there we go. So I did the postcards. Okay, so I will be using these again on my other postcards. I'll put them in the front so I can find them now. So, any questions? And if in doubt, put your stuff in an envelope and mail it the old-fashioned way. Mail it, just mail it. But you want to, if you don't remember your names or anything, let me know. Message me if I can help you. And I hope that this helps Melissa. Okay. So we're going to move on. I got a new piece of paper here. What do y'all want to do? There's 30 of y'all in here. So what do you want to do? Do you want to paint? Do you want to glue? Teresa, what do you mean? Teresa! 4x6. 4x6. Oh, okay. Let me go look at your spooky house. I have another device I can look it up on. Yes, yeah, Angie, you better be joking around. I'm gonna glue Angie to a chair in the balcony. Okay. Colleen's going to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to go to the PO. Okay. Put it in an put your happy mail to your partner, Colleen, and what is the name? The game Art by Fives, Journaling by Fives. We could do Journaling by Fives. I'm game. Mixed media, anything. Afraid of heights. Okay. What's my name? Is that a game? Teresa, I don't know that game. Felt. I can felt another pumpkin. I did felt this last week. Mixed media or felt? Or both? What was it you were talking about, Teresa? About felting a page? And you sent me a video and it didn't open. I couldn't get it open. Clouds. You want me to do some more clouds for you? Okay. I have sent you one of my felt pieces. Felt a card. I don't know. A tag. Felt a tag. Okay. I'll try anything once. I did not send you a page. Do not open if I sent you one. It was either you or Cheryl sent me. It was on a felting site. The felting site was Janet was telling me about it. Felting, fighting, or fighter. Yeah, that's what it was, Teresa. I did look at her videos, and she was good. She was good. Okay. So let me go to Zena. Zena. There she is. Spooky. Ooh, okay. Hey, Zena, have you already made your clouds yet? Do you have anything like this in white? Something that you can see through? Something you can see through? This could be your mist on your castle, your spooky house. Do you have any white fluffy see-through-ish so you can make spooky clouds and haze and mist. That's what you want to make, Zena. Okay. Do you see what I'm doing to the phone? I'm putting this across your house. You can still see through it. Make it that you could cut them real thin strips, and then maybe twist them, and it makes it look like a mist going across your page. Got that taken care of. Oh, Teresa has gold foil on her postcards. Okay. Well, this one's going to be to Melissa, so I'm going to put it with my postcards, and then we're going to felt a tag. Okay. That's what you said. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. Cheesecloth, even. Yes. That would even look spooky. And you can tint your cheesecloth. Exactly. Janice Glines, you are exactly right. Dee Dee Willingham knows how to make mist. Dryer sheets. Okay, so I'm going to felt a tag. I don't know. I don't know how to felt a tag, but we can learn. So, what colors should I start with? What colors would you all like to see? You're welcome, Zena. Hey, we love to brainstorm stuff. I love to brainstorm. Oh, Carol did use the dryer sheets on her house. That's nice. Teresa posted her postcard. There's Teresa's postcard. She's not showing it to us. It has to be a surprise. Ooh, but she did show us a bacon pizza. Mm-mm. I want a piece. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Okay, thank you. Uh, I'm going to try to felt a tag. Am I going to put a picture on this tag, or is it just going to be a colorful tag? Do you have any loving suggestions? My goodness. I'm sorry about that, Zena. Teresa, do you know? Hey, Teresa, I tell you what you do, Teresa. Go to the address file and pick out 20 people in the address file so that you can send your postcards out to all of those people. I know there's more than 20 people in the chat in the room, but maybe you could start with one from each alphabet randomly. Do one for Halloween. Okay. This is different. Cotton would look good too. So, does anybody have any felting questions while I'm felting? Has anybody, who has tried felting? Who's tried it? Who has tried felting? Carol has. Colleen has. Good girls. Yes, Marty. Do you know anything about felting? Felting is using wool fibers. This is wool, and you can get them in different colors. And you put it together, and you make something out of felt by felting it. This is all done with the needle and felting. The felting has a very sharp needle, and there's different kinds of needles. And these needles are very, very sharp, and they have these barbs cut into the metal. The little sharp barbs snag the wool down, and then when it comes back, it snags it again, and it snags the wool together to make it one. And this is how they make felt, the felt sheets that you find at Walmart. These kind of felt sheets. They're felted, but they're made out of man-made material. This is a man-made product. But back in the old days, they had sheep, and the sheep is the wool, and that's what we use to do felting with. And I use a needle, and you can buy a needle like this, or you can buy needles like this, and there's a bunch of needles in there. I think there's 7, and it's a fast tool to get your work done. And as you poke holes in your project, you have to lift it up off of the foam rubber. The foam rubber is used so that you don't break your needles on the table. So you got this foam rubber to poke into. And it's just a tool to help you from breaking your needles. And when you get, there's all kinds of felting videos on YouTube that you can go and look up felting. And I was going to get my felting book out and show you, Marty. But I've been doing it for several years. And you can make scenery, you can make objects, you can make anything out of felting. You can make knickknacks. You can felt a scenery and make something like this out of felting. And I did all of these pieces here, I did online here, usually Felting Thursdays. So if you go back and watch any of my videos and it's Felting Thursday, Thursday felting, then I probably made something with the needles. And this little book here is something that I just put together from a cereal box, and I displayed all of the feltings that we made online in this little book. So this was done in January. This was done in January, and it's a ballerina. And then I did an angel. And you can see on the backs This is what the felting does. When you felt it down, it snags the wool and it comes through the piece. And that's how this is staying on there. It's not sewed on, it's felted on with the snags. Yeah, you have to be careful with your needles. There are rules. But we did all of these earlier this year. This one was February for Valentine's. There's me and Joe. That's right. Teresa said has a needle that she's had for over a year and haven't broken it yet. Exactly. This was a Valentine's one. And here's another Valentine's with the heart. Here's a kitty cat. This is not my favorite kitty cat, but it was just something goofy that I did. I made up. Put a bell on him. He's got a bell. This one represents a wave. This is the wave. It's going in from the ocean. And then there was the wave, the frothy part of the wave. And I added beads to reflect the water droplets. And here is a frog, and he's getting ready to have a little snack. I think so too. It's not the best thing that I did, but I love that concept, and I'd like to try to do it again sometime. It's pretty cool, but it adds a thickness to your fabric. This one was keep trying until it looks good. This one was not looking so good. And then I just kept on trying until it was supposed to be a tree, but I ended up turning it into a bush. And it was fun to do. We had a lot of fun doing this. Well, I can show you a few, give you a few tips. Oh, my phone is glaring. Is that better? This was a fish, and a lot of these were pictures I had on my phone, and we said we're going to do this today. And there's a bunny, and then this book was full, but anyway, if you are interested in felting, by all means, go and get you a beginner's kit. Now, a beginner's kit consists of it'll have 2 or 3 things involved in a beginner's kit that comes off online. Just type in felting and felting supplies, and all you need to start off with is a sponge of some sort, and these sponges do wear out. This one's wore out in the middle, but it's still usable. I'm still okay with it, but it's starting to concave in the middle where I have poked my hole so many times. I've poked in it so many times and it wears out. So your sponges do wear out. They get soft in the middle. But anyway, you have to have a sponge. I recommend, dog alert, sorry. I recommend that you put another piece of whole store-bought felt on top of your sponge, and then felt on top of this. I like the sponge, but I like my art to be clean. And as you can see, I have felted on this piece several times, and there's remnants of colors. There's orange, and there's blue, and there's some browns and stuff. And so this protects whatever you're felting. It keeps it clean, or picking up from other colors on the thing. The beginner's kit will also come with these 2 finger cots. These are important if you're not sure of where you're poking. If you're not sure where you're poking and you accidentally poke and you poke your finger, it doesn't hurt with this. but you don't stab that hard. You're not supposed to stab like you're killing it. So you don't want to stab through because you can poke a hole in these leather cots, and they come in leather, and they come in a soft gel as well. But the idea is to protect your fingers and watch where you're poking at all times. And you remember, just poking between the fingers, and then move your fingers and move your project. And that way, that you'll be good. I suggest you watch some videos and get some tips and tricks and things. Um, the kit will probably come with a couple of needles, and it might have come with this. This is something that you put your needle in to hold it. It's a holding needle, and you turn it upside down to make it a tool with this tool with the handle on it. I can show you that. Um, I just use this because I don't know. I just do. But if you want to put your needle in here and replace your little cork wedgie there, and now you have a handle with your needle, and you can use this as your needle, and you can see where your needle is. So I recommend you get a beginner's kit, and some of the beginner's kit come with a little bag of wool, and then you can do a couple of wool projects. And I would suggest that you make something like an ornament. And an ornament is something like, with a cookie cutter, something like this. This is an ornament. And I used a gingerbread man ornament cookie cutter. And you can always go back to my videos. I do try to explain how to felt, and I tell you a lot of tips and tricks. And this one's a little teddy bear cookie cutter, and then I decorated it with beads and the ears and all that jazz. Lots of cute little things you can do with your wool. And that is just some of the stuff that I've done. That's not all of it. That's just some. And I've been felting for over 2 years. So the needles are really sharp. You need to be responsible with your needles. If you are not, I would not recommend this to somebody who's not crafty. If you don't know how to craft, or you're not sure whether you're safe with the needle, I would not recommend it to a child at all. I would recommend a mature child with supervision. But if this breaks, you need to find the other end of it and tape them together and dispose of them properly. If it breaks and it falls in the carpet, that would really, really hurt your foot. So I highly recommend you be mechanically, how do I want to say that? Awkward. If you're awkward with certain things, if you're awkward with scissors and sewing, then this might not be the hobby for you. But that doesn't mean you can't watch any videos on it, because there's tons and tons of videos. Hi, Mary Lou. So I hope I got you started in the right foot, Marty. But you can, the girls have asked me tonight to make a tag. So I'm making a tag. And I don't know. I've never done a tag. I've never made a tag before with felt. So here goes. So I just happen to have lots of colors because I've been in it. I've been doing it for over 2 years. And I love the art of felting. I've also done wet felting, made scarves, and I've made picture things to hang on the wall and stuff. It's a little addictive with the poking, and that's all you do is poke, 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 poke. You can see my other hand is way out of the way. So that's just a light intro to it. You're welcome. But it is fun, and I highly I highly recommend a beginner's kit that because it has you a starter of everything in it that you're going to need and a little bit of wool, and you can try it and see if you like it. And they run anywhere from $10 to $20 for a starter kit. They're all over the web on the internet and easy to find and get to. And that's how I got started. Okay, Angie. Angie doesn't like me poking the needle. She does not like the needle part. But I have my hand far away from where I'm poking, and it's not something that you do in front of the TV. You do not do this hobby in front of the TV whatsoever. I don't care if you're in the dining room. You should not be able to see the TV and do this. Turn your back to the TV and listen, but do not watch the TV and poke because you will poke yourself. And after you poke yourself a couple of times, you'll get the hint. Well, you just have to be careful and not go as fast. I have a tendency to go fast, and I need to slow down and enjoy the progress. But if you go in sideways with your needle, you have to go out sideways with your needle. You cannot go in this way and expect the needle to curve and go up. You will break your needle. So you have to go in straight and come out straight. If you go in at an angle, that's great, but just come back out as an angle with an angle. So I've got a little bit of rainbow here. So let me someone said make it Halloween. I think I found some yellow here. So it is a fun hobby. It's a fun craft. And the wool is expensive. It's not cheap. The only place I have ever found the wool is at Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby sells the needles, the wool, and the sponge, and the different needles. And they sell the finger cots. They sell the sponges. And you can use any kind of foam rubber. It has to be soft foam rubber, like an upholstery foam rubber that's soft. If you try to use a sponge, it won't work. The sponges that you buy from the kitchen department, like this, will not work. They're too hard. And you will break your needle if you fell on top of it. I could probably get by with it, but I don't recommend it. It's too hard. It's too hard, and that's why that's in there, just to demo it like that. So I would recommend you getting the supplies from the Hobby Lobby for starters. But if you have an old cushion, a couch cushion, that thick cushion foam rubber, and you want to use a chunk of it, you can take and put some fabric over it and cover it. And I've done that with one of my sponges. I covered it with some upholstery material, and it looks pretty for a while. But they do wear out, and you do have to replace them. So, but it's a fun hobby, and there's endless things to do with your felting. Endless, I say. It's endless. So I've done Christmas ornaments. Sharon Lumbar in our group has photos of felting projects that she has done, and she has turned into a professional feltist. She is very, very good. She does more advanced things than me. And I just do, cute things like this. I just do cute things. So Vanessa, you didn't see what I'm doing? Oh, check your messages. Okay. Okay, Vanessa made a card. Okay. You'll have to explain to what you've got here, Vanessa. Okay, Teresa. I can do that, Teresa. So anyway, Vanessa made a card. Okay. Thank you, Heather. So anyway, if some of you girls don't know what we do in here, there's a lot of girls that stream. Just to let you know, Teresa, little sister Spitfire, she's starting to stream, and she does a lovely job when she does it. And she's got a couple of videos on her channel, and I think Heather is starting to stream some. She has some movies or some videos that have been uploaded, and Vanessa streams. So if any of you girls would like to put your addresses in for in the chat there, my monitors have put it in for you, and then people can go to your site and subscribe to you, and that would be nice. Rebecca streams. Uh, Create with Becca is her channel name, and she streams Monday through Friday about 10:30, 11 in the morning, and she streams for a couple hours. And I love to catch her at lunchtime and fall off into a nice afternoon nap. Whenever I watch Rebecca, I fall asleep later, but not because of her. Oh, Estrada said that he has done some videos, and but she hasn't gone live yet. Okay, I understand that. I agree. I got into streaming by accident. Oh, yeah. Vanessa is Angel Rose Designs. That's right. Vanessa has Angel Rose. Vanessa does good. Rebecca is good. Zena does videos, and she if you like to do thing in the middle of the night, man, Zena's your girl. If you can't sleep, she's your girl because she's on in the middle of the night sometimes. No, only because it's nap time. I wake up in the morning, and if I wake up at 9 o'clock or so, I get tired about lunchtime. And then other times I sleep till lunchtime. That's true. So I am felting uh, some kind of a tag. I'm not sure. But I'm keeping it in a rectangle. But we do, some of the girls that stream, they like to do certain things. And in here, in my room, we do all kinds of things. We do everything in here. We paint, we glue, we play games. Um, I like to play the magazine games. Someone was asking about journaling by fives, and that is a game to be played with a group. And the idea of that game uh, was invented, believe it or not, by Shannon Green. If you don't know who Shannon Green is, go look her up and watch her. She's pretty good, and she came up with this game to help people put something down on their paper. Well, what do I start? How do I start? How do I get paint on my paper? And she said, this is how to do it. So this was a game instructed for people who had a hard time picking out a color, who had a hard time how they wanted to put it on the page. And believe it or not, there are people who have anxieties of beginning a page. And the idea behind it is not to be afraid to put something down and not to be afraid of what it looks like. Though it doesn't matter what it looks like. All that matters is that you do what you're told to do. So the first prompt in the game, there's 5 prompts. And the first prompt might be collars, add collar. So you pick 2 collars randomly and you start putting them on your papers, and you might have 5 pages in front of you, or you might have 10 pages in front of you, or you might have 20 pages in front of you. It just depends on how you feel. If you don't feel comfortable with a whole lot of pages, then use 5 pages. But they give you 15 minutes for the first prompt to add paint to those 5 pages. And you are on a timer, and they go. And so you add pages to your page, you add paint to your pages, add color. So you pick up 2 colors and go with it. And you might want to change the color on another page. If you feel comfortable, do that. If it's hard, then don't do it, So the game, again, is to help you, not to hurt you. So you do that for 15 minutes, and they say, okay, time's up. So if you don't finish all of your pages, that's okay. That's okay. No problem. We're going to leave them there anyway. So then you go back to the beginning of your little bookie. And the second prompt might be, there's 5 prompts. So it's add texture, add a magazine, add a picture, add a word, and doodle. I mean, whatever you want the 5 prompts to be. It's not important that they're exactly the same as her prompts. It's just that as long as everybody has the same kind of prompt to do, it's a game. And it's not a race unless you want to make it a race. If you want to hurry up and get finished, then you race through. If you just want to make sure that every page looks decent, then you just take your time. So that's how the game is. And again, it's to help you, not to hurt you. And that's called journaling by fives. And you get 15 minutes for each on 5 prompts. And those 5 prompts, you should have an art page. After 5 prompts on one page, you will end up with an art page. And so however far you got done, those were how many pages that you had that are art. And that is a warm-up to get you started in your art and how to art along with other people. So a lot of people argue, about the prompt. They argue about which prompts should you use. And I don't think that's should be an argument. I think that should be, the idea is to pick 5 prompts. And you can use any prompts that you want as long as you all use the same thing. And we have done videos with 10 people on StreamYard playing this game in front of a group. And some of the people are playing with you at home, and some of the people are just watching. Okay, I'm making a tag. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I love to do prompts. I love to play games. And this is one thing one reason why I really, really, really love streaming, because Joe doesn't like to play games. He doesn't like to play cards. He doesn't like to play dominoes. He doesn't want to work a puzzle. He won't even look at a magazine. I mean, this guy is just all garage. He is all the garage or nothing. So here's my sheet. It's getting pretty strong. It's getting pretty strong, so I need to add a little bit more to the back. And I played journaling by 5s with several groups of people, and it's fun. It is fun. But this is how I got started in streaming. I was watching people do this stuff, and I was playing along, right here before I started streaming. And Joe says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm playing a game with these girls. Come in here. You got to see this. We're playing a game on the internet." And I said, "Look what we're doing." And he says, "Wow, that's great." And so he starts watching a little bit, and he says, "Well, Beth, you could do that." And I said, "What?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm just playing with them. They don't know that I'm here unless I chat in the chat room." And he says, "No." He says, "You could do that. Why don't you do it?" And I said, "I don't think that's going to happen." I said, "I have to have a camera set up, and I don't know the first thing what to do about that kind of stuff." Well, the next thing I knew, the very next day, he ordered me a camera, and he put it on a paint stick, and here it sits, and it's the same paint stick, and it swivels. It'll swivel underneath my cabinets. I already had the art room. Anyway, I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I haven't stopped. And he thinks it's great. He thinks it's helped me. He sees me happy. He sees me interacting with people, and he just thinks it's great. He thinks it's awesome. And he comes in here and talks to y'all too, and chit chats with us. And he's my sidekick. But a lot of times he's outside working. And tonight he is busy working because he's leaving on Thursday to go visit his mother. And he's trying to get some stuff done. So I don't know what he's doing. He went to the store today, and he said, "Do we need anything in the store?" And I said, "No, Joe, we don't need anything." I said, "Buy me some crackers and something to munch on." I said, "I'll be fine." And he did. He bought fruit, and he bought several boxes of crackers and got me stocked up with my drinks, and he got me some ham, and I could eat ham and cheese sandwich every day. It doesn't bother me a bit. I love ham and cheese. Ham, cheese, and lettuce, and a slice of tomato and a pickle. Why, I'm happy as can be. I am. So, but I don't know how long he's going to be gone. He doesn't know. So here it is. It's getting there. I still need to do a little more. And even though I use this tool, I still like my single needle. I don't know why, but I like my single needle. And you can also take the edges and go in a little bit and make them stronger if they're too thin. Felt it into the side. like that. And make the edges stronger. But this was done online. The pumpkin was done online. Uh, I worked on it last Thursday and the Thursday before on Felting Thursdays. So you could go back and watch me how I started it and how I did the beginning of this. And I did most of it online. And underneath in the middle of the orange is this white, is this ecru, is this fluffy stuff. And it's great for the center parts and save your pretty yarn, your pretty wool for the outsides and for decorations. But I love it. I think this is really cute. And I'm going to give this to my neighbor for her birthday. So it's promised that it's fun to do. And you can sit and work on it. And if you want to take a break, you'd have to take a break. It's not like you have to worry about wet paint or painting, oh, I don't want to leave my wet paint out and all dry out and stuff. This you could pick up and put down any time. You can do while you're waiting for the alarm to go off. If you get up before the alarm, you can do this before. Now I need to work on this corner here because it's curved. So if I pull it out and shape that a little bit, I can get that to make it into a square here. So it's easy to work with. But if you want it to be a tag, I want it to be real dense, like like this type of felt. I want it to be real thick and tight. So that means I have to do it a lot longer. It's a lot of poking. And if you have little ones, this is not good. If you do not want them to come up and start doing this, or get a hold of it. You don't want your pets to get a hold of it. They might get a hold of the wool, but you definitely don't want them to get a hold of the needles. So you need to keep your needles, put them away in a safe spot every time. Now I keep my needles in my pin cushion, which is felted. And that's where I keep this needle. And I've had this needle all year. I've never, like I said, if I do break it, no big deal. I've got extras, but they're not that expensive on eBay. You can get these needles pretty cheap. And I've given away all the extra ones that I had. I've got a few left over in my case, but I gave away needles last year, and so I had to stop and say, okay, if anybody wants to do this, you need to buy the beginner's kit. And really, that was really what you need, because it's got the foam and it's got everything that you need to do this properly. But you can also go to Hobby Lobby. I don't think Michael's carries it. I don't think Hobby Lobby carries it. You might be able to find some wool yarn. And if you do, any kind of wool will work. But if you have yarn, you've got to tear that yarn apart and make it look like this before you can make a project out of it. Unless you need that piece of yarn to look like that, you can felt that yarn down on a project and use it for, like a prop. But and I have, I didn't poke myself this week, and I didn't poke myself last week, but I think before that I did poke myself once. And it didn't hurt me because it was my skin. It caught the very outer skin of my finger, and it did not create blood or anything, but it could have hurt. It scared me, but it didn't hurt. Believe it or not, it just caught my skin. And my nails help because my nails keeps me that far away. But you have to, after you've felt for a little while, you have to pick it up and pull it off of your surface, or you will felt this down. And let me go to my phone. My battery just died in my iPad. So let me get you all over here. So I have to watch the rest of y'all on my iPhone. I have to watch the rest of y'all on my iPhone. Turn that baby down. So I'm on my iPhone now. My battery died on my iPad, so I'll keep it close so I can see you. So anyway, to be satisfied with this, I still want to felt it some more. I don't think that it is tag worthy yet, because you can see through it, and I just need a little bit more color down, but it's getting there. It's getting real netty, like a net in there. And if you want to put a picture on it or something, I might be able to make a bat or something. You said something Halloweenish. And I know I have some black over here. And the black is not black. It's a dark, dark brown. Let's see if I can find another black down here. This one is black. This one's black. But I've got a lot of felting stuff I've collected over a couple years, and I have had lots and lots of fun with it. I have. So this is a sample packet that you get when you buy a beginner set, and this is all that you get of each color, but it's plenty to get you started. So anyway, I'm going to attempt to make a bat. And the only way I know to do that is to look up bats. And then pick images. And there I can get a bat picture. Like that. And let's see if I can get it to turn. But that's the bat I'm going to kind of go by. So I want to make a wing like that. So I've got the black going. And you just shape it, eyeball it and shape it. Your wool, you just have to shape it to make it look like you're making a bat. You get it started like that. And then the next one goes out. Like that. We got 3 lines scooping out. So what I'm doing here is you've got 3 lines. 4 little ones, I guess. You get these 4 lines, and then this is your bat, and then he's got 2 ears, and you got 4 lines that go out like that. And then in between these lines, you're going to do a swoop, like a cobweb swoop, and that's how you get the image of your bat. See how I did that? You just make 4 lines, and then you swoop. Make 3 swoops. And that's what I'm going to do with this black. Have to have 4 lines. And then you can fill in the swoopy parts. Like that. So you can sort of see a wing. I'm doing a wing, one of the wings. Okay. Okay, let's go back to chat. Now, Angie, I have been talking to you all night long. Why would I be mad at you? Thank you, Heather. Angie was gone. You left. No, Angie, you're fine. You can boss me around all you want. I won't mind. I won't care. Angie, you had to go leave to take the kids home. I thought you were gone. You come back. Dog alert. No, Angie, I'm not mad at you, honey. And you know what? I can't talk to all 27 of y'all at the same time, Angie. Behave, Angie. I can't talk to y'all. Good night, Carol. I'm about ready to get off too. I've done a lot tonight, and I know it's a little bit early, but I better go out there and see if Joe needs any help packing or something. I'm probably going to have to pack his bag for him. He says, I think I better take a big suitcase. I said, Joe, no, you don't need to take a big suitcase because they charge you $50 for a suitcase. So, so I told him, I said, you carry your duffel bag and you'll be just fine. So he's terrible. He's a terrible traveler. He's just he gets overexcited about it all. And I bought him a ticket, and he says, well, when am I coming back? And I said, Joe, I said, we don't know when you're going to come back. You come back when you're finished. We're buying you a one-way ticket is what we're buying you. You're not coming back. Oh, he'll be back. so so anyway, he couldn't even buy his ticket. I had to help him buy his ticket, which is fine. I can help him. And his daughters will be fine in helping him get his ticket back when he comes back home. They'll help him out. He just gets so excited and worried. So I said, Joe, honey, I said, I'm sure I can figure out how to work things around here. Everything's on a timer. So here's my bat. Is it looking like a bat? I'll get those stragglies out here. So it's looking good. Okay. It's a looking. So it's fun to do. It's a casual, and you can see how the black is coming through the tag. See all these little tufts? That's what I'm poking. Every little poke is a different poke from the needle. That's the poke. That's the poke where the needle is pushing and grabbing the fibers with these little barb parts, these little barb cuts. They're cuts, and it pushes the wool down, and it locks it in. It locks it in together and together and together until you get it tight, real tight, and you got a felted piece. That's what felting is about, snagging together. Hi. I was with Millie yesterday and Vanessa. I'm making a tag. The girls challenged me to make a tag, and then they said, do something Halloween. So I'm putting a bat on my tag. It's a felted tag. Do you know how to felt, Millie? She could. She's crafty. Millie, the silent crafter, has a channel, and she streams. So you can go check her out. Check out her videos. And I just met her yesterday, and she's a lovely person to hang out with, by all means. Oh, is Xenia on? Okay. You multitasking, Heather? I do that. I don't care if somebody else is on. Don't hurt my feelings. Won't hurt me a bit. So anyway, I'm going to have to take a break from all this. And sometimes after you work on your piece, if you do take a break, then when you come back to it, you'll have a new perspective of what your visioning is on this piece. And you just keep adding some black down there to make your bat, to work your bat. And again, I am taking the longest route to my felting because I'm only using the one needle. If I really wanted to speed things up, I should be using this one. I should be using this one because it does 7 at a time. It's 7 needles at a time, and it protects your knee. It also protects you. So this is a good one to have for starters. You can see my bat on the back side now. I think I'm going to take a break on my tag, and I might work on it tomorrow and see if I can't get it looking like a better piece. They wanted me to make a tag, a piece of paper, a page. So, my battery went out on my iPad, and my phone is only got a little bit left on the charge. So I think I'm going to take a few minutes early and go help Joe and see if he needs any assistance on his packing and getting things done around here. I keep telling him that, whatever he doesn't get done, it'll be here when he gets back. Keep telling him. You are coming back, right, Joe? I hope he's coming back. So I'm going to work on this. I'm not real happy with it yet, but I still got some work left to do on it. Angie, I don't know where have you been all our lives, Angie? Where have you been? How many deers did you see today? Did you see any deer tonight? Oh, Teresa, that's the way Ricky just likes Teresa just to be there, even though I'm watching Beth. He watches the TV. That's the way Joe is. That's why he comes in here. He wants to just be with me. So I am going to quit and for the night, but I'll be back Thursday, and we'll have regular felting Thursday, even though we did it on Tuesday. So I'll post all my pictures, and I'll go ahead and take a picture of my bat. It's a bat. Can you see it? So, you guys, I hope you have a good evening, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. And be safe out there. Wear your mask. Protect yourself. Protect others. And I will see you Thursday. So that's it. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.